Good day, I am Anna Selloria. I will be talking about pregnancy and is entitled A Quality of 9 Months in the Womb and a Lifetime of Development. A relative of mine who's been married for 10 years experienced the long term of happiness, sadness, fights, and misunderstanding adventures of a marriage, especially without an offspring. I didn't witness their journey from the beginning, but what I saw were both of their faces in having delicate arms, chubby cheeks, fluffy fats, and tiny feet, and their home. And to summarize, the existence of the baby from their genes. I don't know who has the problem because I never dare ask, because I can sense that it will be too sensitive for me to act in such way. I am actually amazed, astounded, and would like to appreciate this couple. I know as the duration without one the essential to marriage didn't exist. However, they are blessed right now, since the dream they long for finally has life of its own, and their happiness eradicates those lonely nights they had. Today's open me to the topic of pregnancy. Pregnancy is significant in the ways of our species. For us to multiply, it is a way to survive our kind. It needs a female and a male still in the womb to stay for 9 months. That is the basic information that is in line with scientific practices. The Bible says that God commended Adam and Eve for multiplying, and it was successful. However, my concern with this will be the method that some practices use beyond what is appropriate by the time they increase and multiply. There are laws and proper methods to follow that could result in the healthy multiplication of our species. A man and a woman with a right age, with freedom of their mental, spiritual, educational, emotional, physical, and financial issues will actually produce a very stable and healthy life of God-given commandment. I say, freedom from these issues means sanity of mind, enough knowledge of eradicating ignorance, acceptance of guidance from the absolute creator, right the maturity of the body, and lastly, how you spend the money to survive. These are the qualities needed at least. Pregnancy is the product or result of marriage. A wife and husband make love, and if there is life sprout after several weeks, they make love. I misconstrued this information for pleasure. I discovered this as an irritating accordance or tie to what you call sex. This will define the difference between making love and sex. Making love is another term, despite the partner's flaws. This way will show another method of conveying love. Sex is a pleasure that seeks expectation and quality to satisfy the flesh, not psychological, emotional, physical, or spiritual satisfaction. I said spiritual since it was written that a husband and a wife love each other patiently, kindly, where it does not envy, does not boast, does not proud. It is not rude, not self-seeking, not easily angered. It does not record any wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. If there is a slight issue to it, you will eventually drain yourself. This is how the history of pregnancy took its downfall, since some were is actually ignorant, like those kids who were never taught what sex is, driven by pleasure and dominating the flesh, and it leads to dominating the flesh and decreasing the ability to think rationally, mistaking puppy love for a love of what marriage qualifies. A problem solver thinking that it can be solved from their emotional crisis or emptiness. Social qualifications to be fit in this sparse society. And experiments and but this for compatibleness. This moment leads to a teenage pregnancy that disrupt the balance in terms of finances and psychological aspects inside the house. Since life is a precious one, it needs to be preserved. But this failed since some didn't know that the result of sex was planned since the dominance of flesh reigns. Pregnancy is a product of love between a man and a woman. Impurities involved will be the doom of the life inside. If one parent is emotionally unstable, it could lead to devastation for the baby as well as the parent. The device the pregnant women use, like alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, and other unhealthy substances, can distort the baby's condition from good to worse. A malnourished mom could be the baby's dysfunctionality. A workaholic mother could lead to miscarriage. You see, the sensitivity of pregnancy is an egg not to be cracked in the middle of stones in this wilderness. If one is not committed to taking care of it, it always leads to some distortions of the product's life could be at stake. Pregnancy should not be taken lightly and should not be done unless the good qualities of mental, physical, educational, spiritual, financial, and emotional aspects are stable. According to this article, Feelings, Relationship, and Pregnancy, Birth, and Baby 2021, it says, pregnancy can mean the beginning of a new stage in a woman's life. With all changes that new stage can bring, people talk about obvious ones: cravings, fatigue, nausea, body shape, but there are also situations like negotiating new working arrangement and reworking your finances that can make this a difficult time, as well as physical, financial, and social changes. Many women experience emotional changes during pregnancy too. Mixed emotions are a normal and necessary part of preparing to become a parent. Like unexpected physical health complications, for example, high blood pressure. Mental health problems can affect any woman during pregnancy. Talking about your feelings can be the first step toward feeling better. It is very important to look after yourself and recognize if you are finding it difficult to manage from day to day. If you have been feeling sad, down, worried, or anxious for a while and this is starting to affect your life, it's time to seek help. Again, pregnancy is a product of love, not a problem solver. It is the result of two opposite gender species with sufficient qualities to provide, fully committed to giving their lives in accordance with what they created. A quality of 9 months in the womb and a lifetime of development. In this way, it lessens the chaotic ride of this world's road to survival. That's all. Thank you.